Can you describe the frustration of an actor that doesn't have work?
Oh, bro. Yeah. You wake up and do what? Every second actor that you know is unemployed.
Doesn't have a gig.
Doesn't have work.
And we still think they're rich.
Yeah.
What type of kids do you wish we were raising?
Somehow, banaba nobody need this thing, yeah. But the world owes them. And the world doesn't owe you anything.
Yeah.
You need to make things for yourself. After Skela, I went to study music. I
In the
think
arts.
Tamalele and intentional.
Yeah.
When I wanted a career in the arts, he was the first one to oppose.
Hey, man, Dima.
Oh, what I'm a very shy person.
Never.
I'm telling you, I'm very, very shy. And I front the characters that I play.
I like that.
And when people see you, they assume you're the character that you play on TV.
Of course.
And I'm not that. I'm very shy. Now I keep to myself.
Yeah, exactly.
I might do it as a character go TV or go guy, but don't think I'm that person.
King David Studio Podcast.
So now I was like a maid, you're going bore.
Hey, I want to hope it's like a media.
Hey, but I'll never forget her. God, she's the type, if ngeke on social media,
Yeah.
everything gets exciting, I would be sending it for her to see. For you see, I get bored. And
Then I act. I was like,
Joe, it's fine. I was once told, Gabora, I'm still dealing with it. Can I trauma? Can I trigger? Can I issues or Gabora? And I'm holding on to that till today. Anything exciting, you must know that I'm not doing it for anyone. For that girl that once told me, Gabora, ko tagisi. Negilo share like fun.
Yeah.
I'm bothering Gabora, get high.
I'll crash.
Are you boring? Go home.
Oh, shit.
Never forgotten. How do you describe your personality?
Yo, how do I describe it?
Yeah. It's easy for people to say something about you.
It's easy, yeah. I'm just a guy who loves the arts. I love what I do. I love watching other people's works. I think that's how I grow, from watching other people's works.
Okay.
And I love music.
Really?
I love music. Music keeps me going.
What type?
That's the thing. I appreciate the music. It's not easy to say I like this type of music.
Okay.
I love jazz. And jazz, real jazz. Miles Davis.
Okay.
I'm into that type of jazz.
Yeah.
You know, I love from Miles Davis. I would go straight to Philip Daban.
Just
I would go
That's
to
a wide range. That's a wide range, but
go to Stimela.
they're in the same.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ke go Paul Simon.
Ah.
Ke go Leonard Cohen.
Got
Ke go
you.
Bob Dylan. So yeah.
Who the hell ruined your life?
My dad.
Oh, that same man.
My dad.
He introduced the stuff around you.
I'm that boy lor ke gotse ka mundlu go lala an LP like this, and then you don't just listen to music, but you must also read the sleeve.
That's true.
I grew up like that.
And that era, the sleeve had so much.
Yeah.
If you find there's a double, when you
Exactly.
open it,
Yeah,
there's a whole thing there.
history there. So you should know how to trumpet solo. Ke mang o dlalang the trumpet?
Yes, and then you look for it.
Yeah,
You grew up like that.
I grew up like that, and then after Skela, I went to study music.
So how did you escape the full-time career in music? Because it sounds like it could have happened in
It
your
could have
life.
happened.
Yeah.
Even people that I know, kidi full-time musicians, because we were together in the same school, same class. And
Yeah,
something like that.
yeah,
I think theater back yon in Kawadile Mbele, you know?
yeah.
But even though in Kawadile, I still use my music in the theater because in most of the plays, saying either I would contribute ka composition, I would contribute ka this and did it corporates, I write music for the
So the music is still in your head.
Music is still there. Music is still there. It's a big part of me.
Whether you like it or not, eh?
It will never go away.
And timer music?
Same.
Yeah.
Same. I play guitar today because ke mona dlala ka tara ka mundlu. he plays harmonica, play penny whistles.
Hey, man.
The time I plays even with saxophone and trumpet. Re family le ratang tshwara. Are borege.
Let's not tshwara.
Yeah, are borege.
You're that kid who's playing alone over there.
Exactly.
And sharp.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, tlaebile wa motshwenya.
Yeah. some colleagues in the art they get spana le bona either ke dlala music in the show, maybe ke dlala harmonica and guitar at the same time. Tsepo maseko. You can tell no snap twice well. No snap twice. But no ga dlala ka twice no dlala ka guitar.
And that was your life.
That was my life.
When you reflect to that time and your parents, was it intentional? This almost like this career
I
in
think
the
time
arts.
intentional.
Yeah.
But though I but not intentional. But another thing, when I wanted a career in the arts, he was the first one to oppose.
Hey man, Dima.
But he's been feeding me all of these things.
But he had to be the one to understand.
Yeah, but not I'm badly in the arts. Until give a show, this is what you want to do.
Nothing. What suggestion did he have on the table?
I thought you will follow other things, electronics. Because like something when you sing here, I'm the first one to go to
Wa tinka. Do you know in my family, my uncle used to call me Altid Verkeerd. I used to break everything. Exactly what you that problem you're having,
Yeah.
I had the same problem.
Of course, before fix, I don't break.
I could never put it together. That's the problem. So I got that name.
So when we were growing up, my sister had a doll. One of the dolls in the and maybe it's Dana Ross.
Of all names, they had to be a musician also.
So I tatamola Dana Ross ke batlo bona hore king elanga mogara Dana Ross, and Dana Ross went mute.
She never sang again.
She never sang
Oh
again.
no!
That was it.
All because of.
Nah.
Do you know intentional parents are useful in society.
Yeah.
They're useful in life. It's unfortunate yours was intentional, but not quite, not 100%.
No.
Was mommy influential at all in that space?
Mommy, it's so funny, Kore. My mother was a teacher, right? And when I went into the space, the theater, I ended up doing a whole lot of educational theater.
Aha.
And the education aspect of it's all lead.
There you go.
Yes.
There you go.
So I ended up use our lead too.
Yes.
Yeah.
What was your mom's educational even at home? Because I always hear about parents who are teachers, but I'm not entirely sure your experience of a parent who was a teacher. What happens?
Yeah, a lot of things that I know today is from her.
Yeah.
So home chores, number one. You come back from school, you do this and that, and I started cooking Kilindoana.
Yes.
And again, because my sister was in boarding school, so I was the only child. So I had to do everything, Kamunjo.
Yes.
So I grew up doing all of those.
Why weren't you taken to boarding school?
My sister really wanted me to go to boarding school, but after seeing Lief,
What did you see? Because she was living it over there.
She was living there, but every time we used to frequent
Okay.
little time, but 2 weeks after Lelile, who can I reverse call Muntu? Like you call him Mpho Molepo. Who fell let you give everything? Who got a naked?
You didn't want to suffer.
No. I'm not suffer. None give you suffer. But again, sister Lagalafana.
Oh.
Yeah, Kemoto generous blind. So the time I would bring so many things, groceries, and in 2 weeks' time, because of fun,
The big bean.
yeah, fun, why you say my life at boarding school? Who were big beans? What's what?
No. I didn't. My mom. It was never even a conversation.
Is it?
No. I to a point where I don't even know a single person that went to boarding school.
Yeah.
Do you know how your immediate environment tends to influence each other's families?
Yeah.
There's no reference of a boarding school in my immediate environment. None, not a single person. I know nothing. I've done a radio show where we spoke about it with a lot of parents, and they say, I will never do that. They learn all the wrong things. Those were the common comments. And then there are those who saying, I am who I am because of a boarding school. I'm organized, I'm on time, I'm what. So it depends also on what type of school you went to.
Yeah, it was during those times that the riots, they stay away, go see. So they sent it to Limpopo.
Ah.
She went to school, go Limpopo, go Mokomeni, Botogwa.
Yes, eh?
So we would go to check that. Instead of going to boarding school, now I went to a colored school. Mara khona mo go Coronation
Close by,
Ville.
got you.
Yeah, I went to
Yes,
Coronation.
yes.
And Coronation Ville had a boarding school. But I was never there.
You were the day
school.
student, exactly.
Yeah.
What influence did the colored in inverted commas element have on your life? Because it's a semi-multiracial,
Yeah.
in the sense, considering that it was during the apartheid
During
era.
apartheid
So that on itself was a stretch.
Yeah, and I always say I was the only darkie in my classroom.
See why it was a stretch.
But it was. But for now, I don't think I wouldn't encourage parents to take Banababona to such schools. Habalo start high school. Rather, I started from primary. Because I experienced it. Now I was coming from Dikolo Tsago Kasi. And then you get to Coronation Ville. Now everyone is talking English and Afrikaans. And then when you're caught up in the middle, how would we next?
You have to speed up your learning.
Exactly.
Yo.
And you end up but you need to adopt to the culture. It's a new culture. It's complete new culture for you.
Did you struggle to adapt?
I struggled.
Yeah.
The first day in Shapile, blind. You get home, you feel your homework, and you can't even explain it homework away. It's about Batangon.
Yes. And this is what, standard 6?
Standard 6.
Yes.
And also now when I was doing standard 6, I was very young. I started school early because of old lady being teaser. I went to the school center teacher also.
Okay.
So by the time I got to standard 6,
So this was overwhelming.
exactly.
And do you get better at it? Do you make friends?
I got better, and then I remember my old man Antoine now is starting to sound like a colored. So they took me out of
Even
the
your
school.
language?
Yeah.
Even your tone?
They took me to another school.
Never.
I'm telling you, they took me to another school.
Now when you're starting to get used to this,
Yeah.
they take it out.
Yeah, they took me out, and then I started to mix up with other black people. So I went to a school with other black kids.
Okay, okay.
So we became those cool black kids. Bana ba para di blazer go tropong wa ritse.
Got you.
Ke rona bao.
Got you. Banamela taxi.
Yeah, na namela taxi re skela. Yeah,
Because that on its own was like namela taxi we mera a share school back says
exactly, yeah.
Dude.
And then from there you get into another school solo onamela taxi and a double decker bus.
Whoa, dude. And namela lagudi. What a time, eh? Because Antoine.
No.
Nix. You probably think you are, but
No.
Antoine, you're born in the 70s.
I'm born in the 70s. It's only now I realize for actually
What's going on now? What are you seeing?
No, in everything that I did, I started working since I'm
Okay.
I mean, I got
Even school was early.
yeah. I got into the arts, theater start. I think I was about 16, 17.
Yes.
I started
Yeah,
theater.
yeah.
And in everything that I did, I used to be the youngest cast member. No, suddenly, hey, Bramposa, solo Bramposa. When did it change?
So I was saying to someone about a concept of age in different careers is very different. And I use soccer as a reference.
Yeah.
I said, you realize that in soccer, when you're 35, but with a khurut man, the phrase khurut man doesn't apply to a 35-year-old. But in soccer, you are the oldest guy in the room. So you had to suffer the same transition.
Yeah.
Does it come as a shock, this khurut element?
Not really. I mean, you see it coming.
Okay.
You see it coming. Honzo, like, another thing, I was in Rhythm City. So Rhythm City, that's when I got my first gray hair.
Hey, man.
Rhythm City.
Yeah.
So you see, so I never started Rhythm City. We're all young.
Yes.
And we played youth. And then suddenly, hi man, I was ole. Now you behind the bar.
So even the character is aging.
Characters aging. And suddenly you the voice, yeah, wisdom. No man, how also don't do that. Don't worry. More like,
You know, when they start asking you for advice, you must know. In this room, in this building, I'm the oldest. Yo,
Yeah.
bruh, trust me, I don't enjoy it. Eh?
is it?
And not always.
Aish.
There was the first person to call me Brad Dave was McG.
Yeah.
And that's when I thought,
Yeah, no,
in your words, which I
yeah, it's chain.
and I knew.
I remember I saw your guest, Patrick Mufugeng,
Yes.
Hamilton Lamin in Tosh. Those are the guys that I worked with a lot in doing corporate.
And you and Toana.
Both of them, I'm 10 years younger than them. So in all the shows, you know, in the corporate, there'll always be the young one who does the mistake, and then no, that's not how we do things. This is how we do the. So they've always been those guys. So now I'm the guy who's lalang their roles for. That's not how you do it.
Well, sorry, my man. It had to happen. Eh?
It happened.
There's two Mpho Molepos in the industry.
Yes.
And has that confused anyone?
A lot. It confuses everyone every day, almost every day of my life. I get called Mpho all the time. Mpho.
Sure.
Like Mpho runs, he runs the Alex Academy go Alexander.
Okay.
So every time phone ya kaya like so abuti neke ba tlisa ngwana go academy no wrong Mpho.
Wrong. You already know this. Eh?
Oh yeah, but I see I got that call.
Is it true that it also you were also in the same agency?
Yeah.
And there were confusions even there by
Yes.
people who were working with you.
Yes. Both of us nerele go MLA.
Yeah.
So Munin Lee and associate. So there was a time more Mpho was not acting.
Okay.
Mpho Wheeler, he went behind the scenes. So theater administration and all of that. And I was the one on I act, and I good officing.
Eh, bana.
So Magala, you go and work le Majida, and then you go on another gig, and then Majida will give me my chance. Did we get paid for Ntwelebar? Long time ago.
What?
What do you mean? Yeah, let me check with the agent. I'll check with the agent. But now we long paid you for that. No, money I had lagonna. How about I check? They've been paying more.
And he's quiet.
He's been quiet about it.
Well, who will say no to free money?
Of course. So,
Just says. Does it bother you sometimes? Because even researching you, now I realize that I was researching one person, yet there were two people.
yeah.
And that means the research touches on that and it touches on that and it brings
Both
it
of us, yeah.
to one.
Yeah.
And then so that means the research is fundamentally flawed.
Hence, Hanano Mpho goes with the name Mpho Joseph Molepo. And I go with Mpho Silwaboshogo Molepo.
To try to...
Yeah, hore mangima.
So Arthur Molepo ke tayo, mama?
Adam Molepo ke tamalar na really too.
I have to clarify. Time how? Not his.
No, not his.
All right, at least my research is right there.
Yeah.
Having growing up with a timer who's in the space, was he an actor at home as well?
No. Tamalaga Tom was dead.
Yeah.
Ke papa fela ra. Ya theater e fela go theater ke wetsa di catch tse le tsa hae kwale. But ke montlung o godisa bana ba gagwe strict o batlo tseba are you working hard in your books? That's what he was interested in.
Nothing more.
No. And because El Tamalaga, especially in the 80s, late 80s to 90s, he was traveling a lot, doing theater works, obviously, dia urgante. So, he makes sure he sponsor houses gela.
Yeah.
And he would even check up on you, Ali Urgant. I used to get a whole lot of the postcards from London. I'm almost nearing the end of my tour. I should be home soon. I hope you're working hard on your books. Hey, that line in intro.
I hope you're working hard on your books.
I hope you're working hard on your books. He's always been that guy.
So the influence, the arts, yes, the music I get, the playing of the guitar or playing of a sax or whatever it is he was doing, that I see. But the acting part, because your careers are pretty similar.
Yeah.
Did he bring that to the house in terms of at some point later on, or like, this is what I do? Did you ever realize what Timer was doing?
I grew up watching his work in the theater. They would take me to the old lady would take me to the theater, or little Timer and his partner. And again, because Timer was traveling a lot, so even if early in rehearsals, so Timer I was in a school transport. In fact, I was a cool kid.
School transport in the 80s and 70s.
I was in school transport. So there's that kumbe ulatam, but after school, the guy wa kumburvai.
Yeah, what?
So he takes me with theater, warriors.
Okay.
So I would sit Kemusheba Aspana. And man, it was a way higher to spend time with me because he's about to travel.
Yeah.
So he won't be home for a long time. So that's how we used to spend time together. When
you reflect on fatherhood, as a country, we have a very complicated fatherhood crisis that is born of a lot of problems. You date back to apartheid, to parents who were separated from their families by a system that was intentional. When you say stories like that, or this is a dad who was actually trying to make an effort, what type of thoughts come to mind about fatherhood in general, in reflection of your dad's efforts?
I always say this, Tamalaga was a present father. Tamalaga made sure we got everything that we needed as Bana.
Even if he was away for a few months.
Even if he was, there was something. If you remember the late actor, Date Ramala Machen.
Yes.
Food, bras.
Yes.
So if Timer is not around in the country, and it happens for Afone, Wore, Keshota ing, that very afternoon, Ramala brings it.
What?
Whatever Shotangayo.
Yes.
They had a
system going.
They had a system. And I'm sure, even for Ramlao's kids, he was that kind of a person, that kind of a friend.
Yeah, he was. We fill in for each other.
I feel those two, Nelma Tamal or Nabashasha and Nakadilo's right.
You know, in your.
Nabashasha and Nakadilo's right.
That's amazing, eh? Yeah. So that means you grew up quite tight with Tatemachene's side.
Yes, even now I'm friends with Nabachai. Them brass. Tato, I was talking to Tato Village just now before Getlam.
Yes.
They are my family.
Wow. You know, Shasha, we have a theme amongst my friends. Kuzeg and Dot. If our Khale, we came up with a rule when we hang out, we put car keys in a bowl. You only get it if we think you're good enough to drive. You see, Shasha and Agadi was right. It's like the best thing ever.
Yeah, that's being responsible.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Wow. And in terms of the sister, what career did she follow?
Mom's career.
Hey man, talk about intentional parents.
She followed mom's career. My sister was a teacher. She's no longer in the classroom now. She's a subject advisor. She works for the Department of Education.
Okay, wow.
And she taught. I think she was in the classroom for almost 20 years.
Bloody hell.
Yeah.
That was her thing.
Yeah, it was her thing.
It's proper mommy's career.
It's in the family. Even her daughter followed her. My wife was also in teaching teacher. Like, I'm surrounded by teachers.
Hey man, we know how to read and write because of them. We can only say thank you, eh?
Yeah.
We know what we know because there's a teacher that sat in front of you and taught you something.
Yeah.
And when people talk to you, because you've done a few interviews, is there a subject that you always think, they don't know that side of my life?
Maybe it's intentional.
And I say this not because it's personal, but it's something that just people don't touch because they're not aware it's just as interesting as the rest of your other parts.
I think what people don't realize, Mpho Molepo, I'm a very shy person.
Never.
I'm telling you, I'm very, very shy. And I front characters that I play. And when people see you, they assume you're the character that you play on TV.
Of course.
And I'm not that.
Yeah.
I'm very shy. Now I keep to myself. Ko boleletse hore ke gola ke le one.
Yeah, exactly.
Ha ke motho le nka mo ntle o rasang. I might do it as a character go TV or go kae, but don't think I'm that person.
No, not at all.
And when you meet me and you expect me to be that person, one kaga. One kaga.
So then acting surely wasn't an easy transition for that personality, because it requires the extroverted side of yours, or at least some parts of it.
Yeah.
And how did you transition into it so seamlessly if your true character is the type that would rather just read a book somewhere?
It's a character. You take a character.
That's it.
You get into the character. Yeah.
Is it a difficult exercise for you to get into character?
It is, because who's playing that character? It's you playing that character. And somehow you need to break those walls,
Are those walls extremely hard for you?
Not really.
Or were they when you were starting? Maybe.
When I was starting here.
Yeah.
When I was starting, yes, they were.
And what tricks did you use?
The more you do it, the better. You get better at it.
Yeah. Ever consulted Dad with regards to work?
I've always avoided to consult with him because he didn't want me to be in the arts. So I avoided.
So did you ever build a relationship of we are both in this thing, Timer? Come on.
We are business partners.
So eventually you fixed this problem.
Yeah, it happened, but it took a while before we could get there because
Yes.
And I started working with his friends before him. Maybe just give this boy a chance.
He's not bad.
I started working with Bra Owens. I started working the late in Tataramla Makhene, So I remember that Makhene used to call me Lilepo. Arthur Molepo's your dad. We're now Lilepo.
Lema.
Yeah.
It's Lema. It's a Tao Wunti Bholo.
Yeah.
Yes.
So first time he worked with Lena Abari, I'm giving you an opportunity that not even Molepo has given you.
Yeah.
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 To Eglin.
And listen to that. Marike Lema li ina ma ina.
Yes. Yes.
Ino ma ino.
Yes.
Wow. See, so eventually you solved it. Do you remember the moment where you had to, as father and dad, or rather father and son, we have to just get over this thing?
I think even in the first project that we did, he directed me.
Fair.
He directed me. But here's an interesting story. I grew up watching his work, right? Kubo Market and all of that. So I knew what mainstream theater looks like.
Okay.
I knew this is where I want to go.
Long before.
Especially after 94. I remember seeing Sophia Town, and I saw Le Marabi, and I made a decision, this is what I want.
What?
So now then I'm doing community theater. Now after watching that, and you find yourself only one result. Nobody pitches because they're not interested.
No.
Obed Baloy, Jangan. I would like in any group.
Yeah.
Obed, by the way, Naliana, we're just a street apart.
Okay.
I would like in any group. So he came to my rehearsal.
Oh, he had his was functioning.
Well, he was doing a two-hander gamchangani.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, so I could join our Obed. So I started being gamchangani. That was my play. Obed. But now Obed was comfortable about doing gamchangani, girl and all that. And I wanted to go to the mainstream.
Yeah, because
I've seen bad.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I remember I went to the Market Lab, and when I got there, Vanessa Cook was there, Bruce Lang, and there was Sam Mufuke. Sam Mufuke. Look, man, Mpho Molepo, I want to do this thing.
Yeah.
And then Sam Abarmuna Molepo, do you know an actor Arthur Molepo from Konaku Dibliver? Look, bro, it's my dad. But don't tell him who I was here.
Oh no.
Don't tell him who I was here. But now Sam started coming to Kasi at Dorotus. They had at the Market Lab, they had what was called the Market Theatre Lab Community Theatre Festival.
Okay.
So Nabaya towards you on. So he had to come to Kasi to share what we are doing.
Yeah, of course.
And he liked what we were doing. Then he invited us to participate in this festival.
Yeah.
At this festival, we became a hit.
Diamond would have found out eventually.
That's how he found out.
Pretty obvious.
Now, at this community festival, you now qualify for what is called the Zwagala Festival.
Okay.
So, Zwagala Festival, they eliminate some of the shows that were community festival. I think community festival was around winter time.
Okay.
And then Zwagala happened in September. So you've got time to rehearse and prepare the play.
Yeah.
So they send in the field workers to come work Lelona. They sent Kenneth Nkosi.
Wow.
I've known Kenneth since back then, 97.
Yes.
So Kenneth would work like Kenneth. And then time and then about like, what is this thing about you being to market? I hear what once about what's I?
All this time, how are you hiding it at home?
I'm just doing, with the extra mural activities afternoon.
But not quite, they don't quite know what it is.
Nah.
Jeez.
I remember ang approach. King 2 years ago, go busy go market theater. Let's say. Then eventually I had to tell him, oh, look, can I this and that? And he came to Kasi, and then he started coming to Riaza. Then I told a lot of players, but people love it. People love it. And then the nice gimmicks said it's about Mamarat as a character.
Yes.
But the storyline is taka. So he comes there, Tama, Uzama, it's a sense of the story. So we started working there. Zwagala Festival. Then he would accompany us, Relo perform at Market Lab.
Look at that.
We won the Market Theatre Zwagala Festival.
Never.
We won the Zwagala Festival.
Jeez.
So after winning the Zwagala Festival, so who's going to? Because once you win it, you get a chance to play a professional season.
Okay.
So who's going to direct this thing? Now that we win, now we've been working with Arthur Molepo. He became the director of Jamshan.
He just suddenly got a gig.
So Mpho Molepo.
Yeah.
After winning that thing, then Tamala says to me, remember, you still need to go to school.
Of course. Of course. So in case you think you got a job.
No, in case you think this is it, Fedita, now actor.
How old were you there, give or take?
I think we were 17, 18.
So still high school?
Yeah, still high school. So I went to school that following year. Yeah, the following year, Market Theatre happened with Gamshangani. I was not part of it. He sent me to school. I was recast.
And yet you're part of the winning cast.
Yes, I'm part of the winning cast, but I was recast somebody else. Muketu Mutseki played my role.
I got you. How did that feel, though, as this young kid that worked so hard?
A part of me nearly, but I don't regret. He sent me to school.
Yeah.
I don't regret. And Leon, I think he was protecting me more than anything.
He obviously knew better.
He knew better.
Yeah.
So Gamshangani happened. I was not part of it. The following year, Via Soweto was developed. Obed still, the Obed, and I want to be part of this. Now, again.
What level of school are you at this stage?
I'm at music school.
Okay.
Music school.
Yeah.
Then the Gamshangani thing, when it happened, the Zwagala Festival, when it happened, I was in matric.
Okay, so you were right there. Yes.
So that's why the time I was, you going to school. So, via Soweto, I'm now in music school. And then I became part of Via Soweto.
Yes.
And then it played at the Market. I was the happiest. And I even got a nomination.
Listen to that.
FNB Vita Awards. That was my first nomination.
Do you, when you look at your dad's very successful career and your beginning stages, Do you think you carried the burden of his success at some point? Or, yeah, I have to live up to this.
I did.
Because you walk into rooms and people recognize your name.
Yeah. And now they expect you, you must live up to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ntwana Arthur. Arabon
Yes.
It's always been
Was
like
that a problem?
It was a problem. To a point that really I started not telling people who am I.
Of course.
Yeah. But a lot of people found out while I was on the job, actually, Arthur Molepo. You know?
Yeah, I guess, was there ever a moment where that became a gift?
Yeah, too many times.
Yeah.
Too many times. I remember working in Cape Town, so we were booked in the same B&B in Nalena. We were in the same show. We were recording in the same show. So in the morning, one cup and go breakfast at the B&B. Like normal, sharp. So where you from? Deep Kloof, okay, sharp. He's not interested.
You're just another cast member.
So we got to set Rashuta, and then I think during lunchtime, Obutsaki Bravosity Bagwar. Chicken or daylight, chicken to another. He comes to me. What's up, just others a lady. Now suddenly, say something different.
Yeah.
We treat it differently. Oh man, others may bra. No, get tamalaga.
I can't tell everybody.
I can't go and tell everyone Arthur Molepo.
Yes.
I remember Meg Williams. Lena, at some point, I think we were at the festival Gufunda Center. Somebody told her, Arthur Molepo. Then I would have what's some put on Arthur? Then I said to her, wow, no some put on a bradaki.
Yes, exactly. How?
And it's different, man.
Because carrying someone else's name that is so big in the space opens doors, could close doors, could create strange relationships, could have high expectations, and you seem to have navigated it quite smoothly with your own name. You didn't struggle to build your own brand.
No.
Or at least it looks like that.
No, I didn't struggle, but for now, I never used his name to open doors. That's the one thing that I avoided.
And you were aware that
I was aware.
You didn't want to.
I was remember, everywhere I went, nearly that thing, he shouldn't find out.
Oh yes, you were hiding it from him.
I was hiding it all the way.
And you knew he had friends.
Yeah. I mean, he's been in the game forever.
Dude. Do you know what got him in the game?
It was he always tells a story. He started doing the set works at school.
Okay.
Yeah, they would dramatize Shakespeare from Alton Sanalago High School. So his teacher back then, Nele teacher Pefadu. So he was the one who never encouraged to do English and do drama. Yeah, so that's where it all started.
Where art thou?
Exactly.
2 households in fair Verona,
Okay.
where we lay our scene. It's all of that.
That's where he comes from.
You know something important with what you're saying? I guess it's the luck of the draw is what you get. Because he could have gone to a different school.
Yeah.
That didn't have that.
Yeah.
That didn't have a teacher like that.
Yeah.
And it says a lot about mentorship, right place, right time. Have you had a bit of that in your life where, one, it was mentorship that just kept on improving what you were doing?
I think I've always been at the right place at the right time.
Yeah.
And, when I look at my career, all these old-timers, old mamas that I worked with, I've always been learning from them. And they would embrace me. Like the late Mama Nandinyambe. Like everywhere I went.
Dude, he
was
was a legend.
Yeah.
So you became the kid they...
Exactly. And everybody would like, teacher. Well, not deliberately we are teaching you, but they are working, but you learn. You must be teachable as someone. You know?
Do you look at your career? Actually, let me ask it this way. Do you have formal training? This career. Yes.
No. My training was the workshops.
Okay.
I attended a whole lot of workshops. Then I went straight into industrial theater.
Okay.
And with industrial theater, I worked with professional directors. So for me, I always say there's no school, there's no better school for acting than theater. Because every job for now, it's a school.
Yes.
You learn from these characters.
Yeah.
You learn from your fellow actors and you also learn from the directors.
Ever felt that you didn't have enough because of your lack of formal training? Or at least what seems like it, because some would say workshops are good enough.
I think workshops are good enough.
Yeah.
But I think the fact that you know or you do not have that paper, that qualification, it makes you to work extra hard. And this is one industry where the paper doesn't do anything for you.
No. It's like what I do on radio.
Yeah, nah,
I tell people, go to school all you want. But
Yeah.
it doesn't guarantee you a gig.
If it's not, if it's not in you, it's not in you.
Exactly. Yeah. And that became obvious to you. Or you just have to work hard.
You've got to work hard and create your own work. That's all I've been doing.
Yeah.
Create.
Give me your first creation.
After Vuvaya Soweto, I took interest in Kwela music. And I wanted to tell a story of Kwela music, Sakwa Alexander, in the
Okay.
50s. So I created this play by Gidi Pala.
You realize that's where the music keeps creeping in your life.
Yeah.
Yes.
I created the play by Gidi Pala.
Yeah.
And in this play, I went Kalo Dula. Like, I used to spend hours and hours with the late Brad Jack Leroy.
Yo.
Big voice Jack Leroy. He was telling me the stories, Sako Alexander, the Kwela stories. And then I'm writing a play. But what is my influence?
Yeah.
I grew up watching Bosofia Town. I grew up watching Bomaravi. So I'm coming with a piece that's also dated to the 50s.
That's it.
Alexander.
Yes.
Now that's when I started creating my own work. And who's acting with me in this work? Bra Owen Sejak.
Yo.
Yeah.
Relatively young, Bra Owen Sejak.
Yes.
But with a lot of experience.
Yes. Yes, I worked with Bra Owen in that play.
How did you even agree? How did you convince a timer with such a strong legacy?
We did, if you remember, there was a show on TV by Kikenako.
Yes.
I was in Kinako,
Yeah.
le Bra Owen. Bra Owen adlala le khatara. So during lunchtime, every time ke bua le ena about this idea, le man bra, this thing, the idea ke batla go etsa this and that, Kwela music, the 50s, ke dlala guitar, and Bra Owen was fascinated because at some point na dlala guitar mo life.
Okay.
So I went, no man, let's do this. So after the shoot, the following year, that's when we started coming together, because Setseke wanted this piece, and then we started workshopping it at the Market Lab.
What?
Together.
Yeah.
And that's where it all started.
Amazing. He embraced it. And
Embraced it.
how did it do?
It went very well.
Yeah.
It went very well. This was at the Market Lab, and then Ebeki Kenya, the script, there was a festival at the market called Young Writers Festival.
Okay.
Kenya, the script, it was accepted. They did it at the Market Lab.
What?
And then I wasn't the market yet. I wasn't very happy with the outcome because
the execution.
the actors were miming the music. Remember when I was creating this, I was creating it for Nna.
So you would be playing.
Yes,
You would
I would be playing.
Yes.
So I went back to Bra Owen. Bra O. Buffett, it's a play, and if you know by can we do it again, please?
Wow.
Where do you want to do it? Now, this time I went to approach that they will touch again at the Windy Bra Theatre. And he gave me an opportunity to do it again.
Yeah.
So myself on guitar, Bra Owen, Nadala string bass, and then I would play penny whistles. John Lada, the actor John Lada, on guitar.
What?
The three of us, we did Dipala at the Windy Bra.
What was at the heart of the story? What were you trying to tell?
The story was IP.
Okay.
IP at the musicians.
Ooh. You were telling a story that's been plaguing that industry
it's
for
still
years.
affecting us even
Till
now.
today.
Yeah.
Yes.
And this is, when I created the piece, it was about 2000.
Yeah.
It's 26 years later since I knew.
Nothing's changed.
Nothing
Not a
has changed.
single thing.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And Bra Owen, being part of this, I created this character, this old man, Bra M, whom I'm a musician, but I find Brian Adula go stratting, he doesn't have a place to stay. So I take him in. And then only do I find out, this man that I took in, he's a musician, a famous musician of the 50s. Or recording, but because he didn't know anything about IP then.
He's left with nothing.
Exactly.
And some people are still earning his money.
Exactly.
Oof, dude.
Stories Mpho.
I think you should do it again.
I would love to do it again. I mean, Project was telling me, there's a song by Tom Hack. Bad Comfort, musician from Germany, you know, and they never got anything for it. You know?
I had Mbongeni Ngema sitting on that very chair, and it tells the story of Mbube.
Yeah. Oh, yes, I remember that episode.
Yes. He's telling his version of Mbube.
Yeah.
I can put 5 other people, they'll tell you they are
from his family.
Exactly. You see what I mean?
Yes.
And so much. You go to the gospel space. Oh hell, that's even worse. Because when I fail, that come from people who are just tapping and clapping in the streets.
Yeah.
And those songs were then taken to the studio. And they became hits. And when you read the credits, there's some white guy's name.
Yeah. I've just been doing Marabi now at the Market Theatre.
Yes.
Marabi Lona, it's addressing some of that. Where you've got this guy, he's a talent scout. So he would take the musicians, he's a good studio, record music, and the IP goes to him.
All of it.
He's not a musician, he's just a mashashai. And even now in the arts, we still have a lot of mashashayas, Balorgidi middlemen. And when I as the artist, you get to have like a small piece of the pie, and everything goes to them.
Let's go back, continue to go back. What type of small young education did you have? You said you went to these schools. And as a young kid, what interest did you have? Before the music, because we dream of things we see either on TV. What were you seeing?
Let's go. Do we still have what we call the higher primary?
I don't know what they call it now, I'll be very honest.
You remember there was lower primary
and higher primary, yes. And then
your standard 3 to standard 5.
Exactly. Yeah. And then there's a high school.
Yeah.
In other places, they used to have even middle school. But anyway, that's a different one altogether.
Yeah.
At that time, what type of dreams were you having?
Everything, man. I wanted to be Michael Jackson. So, like...
The truth is out. It's still music.
Yeah. But there's something really interesting happened. Education back then. Boys, on Thursday mornings, there was a bus in a pick up at school.
Ambach.
Yeah. Yes. This place was called Barbarossa.
Yes.
So every 6 months, Mireta something different. So the first 6 months, I did bricklaying, woodwork. The following year, electricity, metal work, welding.
Did you do that thing? And then you blow it and then that's something that rolls. Yeah, metal work. Because we did that.
No, metal work against a dustpan.
Ah, okay. Wow, look at that.
And then against electricity, against the circuit, the light.
Yes.
Then and I think my mother still have that pen.
Never.
It's a pen, cake, your baker broad.
Wow. Yes, of course. Yes. I can see that.
We did all of those things. And it's so sad. I look at the kids that know. I did even next.
But I give a ashtray. Of all things, they were still influencing us to smoke. At least when you were doing useful things.
Yeah. And I remember the bus used to collect us on Thursday mornings.
Yeah.
And then one Thursday, I think the last time I went, it was one Thursday. You remember just after Mandela was released from prison,
Yes.
Yes, like Inkata.
That's the early 90s.
Remember, the schools, Barbaros Club Spray. It's just next to Nansfield Hostel.
Oh boy.
So
the school was
right there. So luckily, our bus driver never stopped. Because it's a half feet ago that intersection. And mo busing ke ge ba ishapa majitana, ba ishapa ka marumo ba etsa. When we got to Deep Kloof, my mother was waiting for me.
Because they had.
They had to go Soweto. Yeah. Hey, my bro. Yeah, those were the times. Eh?
Yo, remember how we got here? We're talking about other interests. Did Ambach create another side of your character, of your personality?
Remember I told you everything.
Yes.
Yeah, for now I was at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, but doing body electricity, it was my thing. It was my... Yeah. There's a... I shouldn't be telling the story.
Tell us.
I shouldn't be There's a knife, Nelly bread knife from the 80s, and it's still there.
Hey. Yeah.
I used to switch on plug electricity, plug something half, kicking a tipper electricity, and then eventually body spark.
Of course.
And for now, negeba happy. One day, get busy. Who's
that, mom or dad?
My mother.
Of course.
My mother.
Correct words answered.
Yeah, and every time I look at that knife, it's on Hey, Mpho Molepo.
It's on you. Fruit money.
Hey, bro.
Yes.
And this is a story of about 40 years ago.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
You know what? That's why I'll did forget. I'll tell you, name. One day I'll be interviewed.
Yeah.
And I will tell my I'll did forget stories. They are a book full.
Yeah.
One such example. Somebody gave me $20. I don't know for what, but to hold on to it and I'll give them later. Kintuan. I don't know where to hide it. I put it in the VCR machine.
Oh.
That flap.
Yeah.
Kenyada. It's safe. My brother comes and plays the video. It gets entangled into that whole thing and broke the machine permanently and the $20. So yeah, I have a lot of stories like that out here. They're endless.
Did you open the VCR?
I did, of course, to try to take it out and then
not to take it. You just wanted your $20.
You see, my Alted Forget stories are exactly like that. Where you are asked, what were you trying to do?
So there's this guy from Gohai, 4 houses away, Kipanyaza. He was my friend when we were growing up. Panyaza tells stories that when you almost and like when no what from Relva Banyan. Because every time Negireke Batu looks at something, he looks at something, and then Panyaza would be the guy getting oh
you deal with the power. You deal with the power.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So I had you remember the game?
Yes.
From the time I used to bring me lots of the game from his travels. So, game me on battery fedile. If we get a panyas again, ask our regrets or electricity. How it's already. Hey,
man, you are an adventurous kid.
Yeah, I was that kid.
Do you reflect back at your upbringing? And be thankful or say we could have done better? What type of reflection do you get?
I think for the time we did well.
Yeah.
For the time we did well. Because I don't picture it for any other way.
And based on what you told, it was slightly better than the average.
Yeah.
Just a tad.
Yeah.
To be taken to all these other schools, that was.
Yeah, and remember, this is a boy along. I was terrible at soccer.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
I was hopeless. You know that feet. Yeah, that majita ko kasi ba pikana di scheme. So every time go salana, ba pikana, because I got no chance. But I wanna all over, I wanna ball around.
In whatever direction.
I got tired of that.
That's funny. That's a funny role in soccer. There's never a role like that.
I got tired of it. And then that's when Dilo Tsaka started, Gili one. I started playing the trumpet. You know, trumpet is one instrument along for Bimba. everybody gets to hear Wabim.
It stands out. Yeah, no. Yeah.
So I've got this cousin of mine, Junior. He's from Komamilori.
Okay. Kasia.
Yeah. So Junior, there was a time where he moved go dlaling go deep blue. So go deep blue. So every time I get on my trumpet, pepper, there's a song that I composed. Pepper. So Junior was the first one. Hey, Junior, loud. I get lala. But pepper, yeah, so then no, Junior, when he wants to get to na.
So many years later.
Yeah. It's the only song that I got to compose. If it qualifies to be a song.
Pepperire.
Pepperire. Pepperira. Pepperire. Pepperira. Pepperira. Parira rira rira.
So ke malombo ke music wa ko Pitori nara recognize it just hasn't arrived yet.
I'm like now that we were wait till no man ke bona o bonete
it just
ke malopo ke lo tsa Brazil na ka dietsa
Brazil na dula mo stupung e ba re basadi ba Mamelodi ba moloya
banya ke win
exactly. So anything goes, man, and it becomes a career, eh? It becomes a career. Your first TV gig, you've almost told it, but clearly a transition from theater to TV is never an easy one.
Yeah, it was not easy. In fact, with the first TV gig, it was not that bad, the transition, because it was not even a big role. Soul City, but there was a time it's Laugh Out Loud.
Okay.
The very original Laugh Out Loud, not the one too much.
Yes.
Nelugo Mnet.
Yeah. Remind us.
Nelugo Mnet. Jeremy Mansfield was the host.
Jeez, of all people.
Yes. So narrator the comedy skits. And I was the only daggy again.
Hey.
Mabito I'm failure and all the actors that I worked with. But anyway.
Yeah.
So Jeremy Mansfield, every time he introduced her, now he would introduce the cast. This is whoever. And now the chocolate on this vanilla ice cream, which is Mpho Molepo. And I didn't like that. I don't like how you introduce me.
I don't like being a chocolate.
Yeah, no, I don't like being a chocolate.
Yeah.
So Mtona was directing it. Bobby Hini. So it was a multicam gig.
Yeah.
So every time Bobby Hini would call me to the box, Andlala playback. Do you see that? Yeah. What's happening? Every time I cut it's either camera because now I'm used to stage, so I'm used to playing to the stage.
To an audience in the front.
Bobby Hini kept on telling me, you play to the camera with the red light.
Yeah.
And I didn't understand until every time I'm pizza,
Bona.
Yeah. So only then you start adjusting. Oh, okay, so red light digi.
So that was the difficult transition.
Yeah, that was a difficult transition. But it helped me. It prepared me for studio rhythm seat.
Because that was live. If it's you're playing to camera with a red light, it's almost semi-live.
What we used to do with that show, we would rehearse during the week, say a Wednesday, Thursday, we rehearse. Saturday morning, we go in, we record the actual show.
Okay.
And then in the evening, we play to a live studio audience.
It's almost
so
similar
should
to...
anything go wrong, they go to the footage and shoot it.
It's almost similar to theater.
Yeah, rehearsals.
It borrows a lot from theater.
Yeah.
And now, studio, what happens to you? Were you already
necessarily into gear because necessarily understand or what's working with multicam, and then if it's not on you, it's not. But there's something about working at the camera in studio. It's not you would perform, but you know what, the camera is not on you.
True.
Only you know what now this is my shot. I have to give it my all. Sometimes you would be shooting other things. Who should do a single cam? And tell the camera's not on you, it's on this actor. Actor, bro.
Why is that? What happens there?
Because nobody told you about the camera or this panel.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if we're shooting a single camera and shot again David, the camera should be David.
Fair.
Any other camera shooting.
Busy.
So, and now I'm feeding David. Hey, Maraga, actor, man.
Well, I guess. Why no? You might as well.
But the sad part is when camera itlagam, David act. David don't feed a fella. Yeah, line because they are not shot
Because they know better.
They know better. They've been there before. Now read.
Hey man, but sometimes khusitsi is not a bad thing. Because now you are flexing this acting muscle, eh?
Yeah.
Do you think you've gotten better or your technique has changed over the years?
Yeah. For now acting, it's like driving. You get better more. If you do it daily, you get better more.
Better also could mean easier. If you're using driving as an analogy, you no longer look at the gear. You no longer. You could easily,
which is bad.
That's why I'm going. You could also take it for granted. Come on. I know what I'm doing.
That is why with acting they say, and I understand why. They always say when you are an actor, even if you're on TV, always find time to go back to the stage and come back. Because staging you do the real thing. Yeah, because all of TV, you get so comfortable guys that you wrong. Or one has also in there how you go other worlds. Hey, people are not working the way they're supposed to.
So that driving example does apply then. When you're on TV, so to speak. Because, as you say, you get used to doing wrong things. Give us an example of what could be a wrong thing that leads to, come on, this is not a big deal.
Sometimes I'll prepare enough because, especially for TV, people take chances. You get the right, And
you would never do that on stage.
Never
ever.
Totally prepared.
But why would that be the case? Because are you relying on cut? Let's do that again.
That it can cut. If gets a mistake, I'll get another opportunity to do it. Go theater. People paid their money to come watch you. You're not gonna get another opportunity to do it.
Ahona cut. You have to improvise along it.
Exactly.
Carry on.
And faba to the value of their money.
That's true.
Yeah.
Do you find there's a lot of that type of taking for granted in today's... And look, I could ask this question differently, but I choose to ask it this way. Is there a... it's just TV, don't worry. By even veteran actors. When you watch, because now you're watching with a much better eye than us. Rona, we are just watching our favorite actors.
I think TV could do better. I honestly think TV could do better. And the fact that there's a whole lot of people they are not properly trained. Or, the performance they're not properly trained, or they do not come from the stage, because staging sonas will prepare more than anything. Saupeha stage.
Yeah.
If you didn't go to stage, maybe go to school. Did the school prepare you to be where you are today?
One of the two.
Yeah. So, and if it's not happening, why born?
So, Lavabon.
All the time.
Do you act alongside them?
You act alongside born. Or act alongside the influencer. Yeah. And for it's not about acting. It's about by capture a side the end. It's not about
get my right side.
No
generations.
Yeah.
Don't judge me. Man.
No.
In
your interview.
No.
Yeah.
It appeared 2 weeks ago.
You were acting as yourself.
Yeah, it's harder. I've said this many times. Yeah. It's a lot harder because I don't know myself like that. I don't look at myself acting or talking, or I don't. So that was 10 times harder. And I watched it only once. Like they sent me a video, sent me a clip of it. Never again. And I had 2 lines, 2. And I say this because because you're talking about influence, I was literally hired just for a moment to influence a particular storyline because I do this podcasting. And I was thinking, why? When I watch this, like, why did I agree to this thing?
Yeah.
You see, it's hard. I wanted, to stick around this old people. What opportunities can be created that are realistic? Remember, realistic in your industry also speaks of it has to appeal to an audience and so forth and so forth. It can't just, it creates this span for batho mare a hona audience. As a result, a hona revenue. What are the realistic opportunities from your perspective? You spoke of the industrial.
Involve them more in your storylines.
Yeah.
Involve them with the storylining. And then there's things like food development. I'm a huge believer of passing on of the baton to the next generation. About teach, about the workshops, take them to. There's a whole lot of. You've got soaps like I don't know, the soap, the telenovelas and stuff. At times, but yes. Yes. Why don't you pull them in?
And just be a...
Yes. Hey.
Just. Can you describe the frustration of an actor that doesn't have work?
Oh, bro. Yeah. You wake up and do what?
Yeah.
You wake up every morning, whatever the news. You go to what we call corner couch and remote.
Sure.
That's what you do every day.
And
yeah. And it's like you become grumpy, you become an angry person. Because horror TV or nonsense.
Hey, brah.
So end up with
yeah. Have you been in that situation? Because you've had long-running shows.
I've had long-running shows, but I've had my fair share of hudula untu. I've had my fair share of hudula untu, and then so the information legal fella. Okay.
Desmond do.
Not in
not in a bad way.
Just for record, Des, I didn't say anything, bro. David, I said no.
Wait, SMS 34.
Long lasting dignity plan.
You see, you even know it. Just, so you end up knowing all of that, eh?
You end up knowing all of that.
Have you been in a situation where you thought maybe this is not the right career? Have you been hit by that yet?
No.
It hasn't.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Because one thing I'm always writing.
Yeah, no,
yes. I'm always writing.
Yeah.
Concept, developer concept, phonela few friends, phonela Tebogo Carlo, phonela Siabonga Mkhize. Yeah, man. Watch your records shooting something somewhere go interview a mama. I do a lot of those.
Yes.
So as a result, if we're sitting with lots of interviews, Radula Lebona, your Robert Whitehead,
yeah.
Your Vanessa Cook, Netisi Shawangu. I've got an interview. I've got an interview. Takalani Molauzi, Leonard Tlogofetsi, she's producer.
So let me tell you, on our platform, YouTube.
Yeah.
It is as unpredictable as they get.
Yeah.
So that means anything is possible.
Yeah.
Skadula fair.
Yeah. So planning to the release and the
yeah.
Yo, Jamie Bartlett. I've got an interview with Jamie Bartlett.
You know? And you get a skadula.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't be like musicians with a hit in the compute. Hey, there are many.
Yeah.
Many hits in the compute.
Yeah.
Just says industrial. Look, as you said, you've watched a number of the episodes here. Industrial Ngira never blind.
Yeah.
Yeah. And not only actors, even producers, because when there's no work, also producers don't have work. Young lessons as a young actor. What early lessons did you get when you were walking into the industry? Whether it's financial lessons, whether it's industry lessons, all in Tuana, Ushebile, this monster of a career. Now you're on TV. What were some of the early lessons that you remember?
Fame gets you.
Ooh.
They'll mess you up.
How did you learn that lesson?
I was told by those who've been there before.
Yeah.
The likes of Makhene and even dead. We know fame. Tamalaga, even today, he says there's nothing but in celebrity mo life.
Next.
And then I believe in there's nothing but celebrity game.
Have I described about ke reola hats and about to celebrate?
Rolo wa berega is my next sponsor is TV.
Interesting. That phrase I got when I joined Metro. That was in the year 2000. And the line was, it's like any other job. You just happen to be on a public platform.
Exactly.
It's exactly the same.
Exactly.
Jeez.
As a result, ke khotse nna ke sena batho ba ne ke ba bona as yo ntate le ke star ke batho o tlhagella go TV.
Yeah.
And in most cases batho ba ne ke ba bona le go ntlong. So na ba se fana.
I don't want to Yes.
Akona famous o
Yeah.
famous go lona fela na.
And survival tricks for a long career? What are those?
Learn as much as you can. Mwala. That's why I always write, I direct, I produce, I act, compose.
Yeah.
So it's all only busy somehow. It's a something.
Yeah.
That unlike Udula, where mele a role to be offered a role.
Do you find that some people do that?
A lot.
Like,
I mean, it's not everyone who's able to create for themselves.
that's true.
But by the correct role. And sometimes it's all exactly.
And the financial impact of that, we can't even imagine, eh?
When I backlog.
Ukolota bo mangma. Yes, says. And you've managed to survive through all of that.
Yeah.
You're lucky. Do you consider yourself lucky, having seen what happens to other people's in this career?
Yes, I wouldn't call it luck, but I think I got education kesalumunya.
Oh, yes. Yeah. You're one of those. I guess that it can be considered some luck.
As luck.
Or you were born in a space where there was
channeled.
Yeah.
Mpho Molepo.
Share wasa.
Chele doesn't talk about. Yeah.
And we born in Tuan.
Yeah.
Early rejections. Do you remember? Because
there's rejections everywhere. There's rejections everywhere. You audition, sky taller. You move on to the next, sky taller. Want a proposal, candidate in, rejection. If you got one of my inbox, let's say a whole lot of rejection.
Yeah.
And you would think, I didn't get rejected. I reject you big time. But the fact that I'll fail more.
Yeah.
Just keep writing, keep sending it in.
I guess that's the trick in life in general.
Yeah.
And as you put it, Kaluna, it's regular. It's probably more frequent than some guy who just goes to work every day.
Yeah.
Because you can't be rejected if you're not trying.
Yeah. And here's the thing. And people, when they see you on TV, they feel like, we're not sharp. Umbona ke actor ku TV, but ha ke chaisa ke ba mo ke ngwala ke submit ke tsa.
Yeah.
And ke thola the rejection on zombona ku TV.
Let me tell you something about this TV thing. It'll blow you away. And I hope that person doesn't watch this. I appear on Generations for 30 seconds. Exactly 30 seconds and less. Because half the time I'm quiet. I'm on the shot, but I'm quiet. And I got to text somebody asking for money. And the reason was because I was on Generations.
Yeah.
For the first time, I realized the size of that show.
Yeah. People assume
And I got a promotion about Radio 2000 because that's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking, what? This happens?
Yep. It happens. So imagine Ronaldo tolang every day.
Only on TV all the time.
Yes. And people think you are moneyed. Wherever you go, I'll tell you, grand.
Yes.
And now you're going through your own problems.
Yeah.
You know.
Let's go back to a moment that's a lot more pleasant. This Digger character and this Ghana the Feds character.
Friends.
Any personal lessons or any part of you that is part of those characters? Or these are just characters you were playing?
Number one, Mpho plays them. So
That's you.
I bring a whole lot of Mpho Molepo.
100%.
And you go into places you've never been, Kutsona. Especially as Digger, I've never been in the world.
Yeah.
So he would, I remember, now I've always been killed. I remember it's a scene, the Mam Koni Chume, and Reshuta ko mog. And Barbon sitse gore frigi eli go neng ditopo tsa nnete ka mogare ska bula. So re starta from
Yeah.
So we're doing a scene.
Yes.
Camera
I would
is
struggle to be in that room in the first place. But anyway.
Camera is rolling. Camera rolla and ke nna ke bontsha Mamkhunu gore
Which role is this? Digger?
Digger.
Yes.
Ke bontsha Mamkhunu gore mfano ke mmolaile ke mo kentse ka mo tlabeng. Okay, sharp. Camera rolla, action. Ka lata hona go ba itseng ke ska bula go te engetsa ka bomo. And nago he ke bula so ke sheba yena because ke yena shebileng ka mo. Ke bona fela sefatlego sa gagwe a re Mpho. Ke re ke ente, sorry ke botse ero.
Only if she had stayed in character. Are Digger.
And no gone ne motho ka nnete ka mole.
But I got time and I wasn't even there.
So it was so one would go into, you know. And with Feds, Feds ne ke rata Feds na le slonyana and Feds na tla tso dlala. So I would find the child in Mpho. I used to play a lot, Feds. And when sometimes things would happen, ke le mo tseleng ke pick up this thing e ka kopana le character e le mo kae I'm gonna use that.
Yeah. And it was a random.
Yeah, it's something random about Magalor. When I can do it, ask our Naki Copanillo on a weekend.
Jeez.
You know, yeah.
I always wonder, and I like how you say Digger took you to a place that you've never been.
Yeah.
How did you get to learn about that world? Because it's a world that if you don't know, you won't know how to bring it to life.
I've learned it on the job, I must say.
What?
Learned it on the job.
Because that's a complicated world that all of us only don't know.
I wonder, I still ask myself, how did Angus Gibson trust me with that role?
He didn't know you. Oh, no, I don't know.
Yeah, no, he didn't trust me with the role. And I played it to the best of my ability. And people loved it.
Clearly, so much so that you got a clap.
Yeah, people love it.
They believe
the fact that people do not like you, it means there's something right away.
They believed it.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Izo.
Yeah.
And, or Izo 14. I've heard you say that.
Desmond Dube.
I know, there you go. He makes it into this show second time. Izo 14. Tell us why that phrase even exists from Desmond Dube.
Well, this was after Renze Yizo. I was part of Yizo. I didn't do 1 and 2. I did Yizo 3.
Yes, you didn't do the one we saw.
Yeah.
As when we were growing up.
Yeah.
That was young Zola 7.
Yeah. No, the first one in Eliaburoni.
Oh, of course. Zola is younger.
He replaced Ron.
Yes, of course.
When Zola was doing Papa Action, I was doing Kinako.
Gotcha.
Kinako,
yes.
So, yeah. So, after Yizo, ke kopana le Des ore. Ke bona letsa Yizo e nngwe ya no, mara le bitsa Zone 14. Ke nke Yizo 14 because it's the same cast ya go Yizo. But ke go Zone 14. And then
and the same
Christopher Kubega who played Gunman go Yizo. Desmond Kamar. This time he meets up Pamuga. Stunya Skudi. Sell bazooka. I saw the gunman get bazooka.
Did they borrow other things other than just the actors? Like as in some nuances from the show. Kasi, of course.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's that.
yes.
Same actors. And at least are those kind of things.
Yeah.
From Izo. You know.
When you look at how we tell these Kasi stories, because you find them a lot now, do you feel it's an overtold story or there's still a lot more we can tell? Or maybe we're just telling...
We're telling them the same way. We are telling them... I don't think you can run short of telling stories takukas.
Yes.
There's something new every day.
Yeah.
But because Bomb is a delay, this kind of a trend, everybody followed. You know? And Bomb, they've got their own way of telling a story.
Of course, yeah. So we're caught in this trap.
Yeah.
We should change.
No, we should.
Yeah.
Everyone's their own execution style.
Have you written anything that was deliberate in terms of townships? Where you thought, I'm drawing from Gukas.
You always draw from Gukas. You always draw from your own life. But in terms of theater, yes, I have in terms of drawing from my own experiences. You know, I've always done that. I think it's when you write, it's always best to write about something that you know.
Of course.
Don't try and go and create something in Lurluana you don't know that one.
So we're all learning about Ket Matlala and his world.
Yeah.
On TV, where we did not know that world even existed.
Yeah. Like, for instance, being Moody Soapy, I was more soaping for Nakweteli. Sometimes you would get a scene, or a man, and they want to tell a Kasi story.
Yeah.
I remember, if you remember the actor Lala Stone, who Rhythm City, like Zenzo Ngobe.
Yes.
Kenene Zenzo, we're doing a scene, and Zenzo or Neribitana Bonja.
Is that on the show?
Yeah, it's on the show. Camera roll.
Yeah.
Ara le ke nka walk ke tlogile ko Maponya Mall ka Southgate ke tloga Southgate ka lo jigara ku Santini ka mtula ka moshebo ka laga ke re ntja o tswa gae
Okay.
o tswa Maponya wa Southgate from Southgate wa Santini I enjoy
that.
So it shows whoever that wrote that episode how can you understand the little distance? Yes, you can walk from Maponya to Southgate.
But not Santini. And then they won't want to tell the story. Yeah, what's one guy? Wow.
So Lena Zimen, they come tell you Ranger. Renda Bilarelaga because Zenzo is from Mafike. So we can monster the distance Maranja or Stokida Boyara.
Oh, Nasa is again.
It's a nobody line the way you want to get the muscle. It's impossible.
Have we found a lot of that? And you are the perfect person for this because you've been around when at some point
yeah.
And then there was a change over time. Yes. But Thomas said, have you seen a lot of that? Of where there's Kingdy.
Yeah, especially with Rhythm City, particularly.
Okay.
Why? Rhythm City was set ku deep groove. Ke golela ku deep groove. So, how bua ka sure Mogasi view? I know Mogasi view ko kae ko gas.
Got you.
So, o ka stoge from go Mogasi view, e be ke lo cheka go Maponya, be ke bo one no ke go ka. Which world are we talking about?
Yeah.
You know?
And I guess the difficulty is when you know the truth, it's difficult to lie about it.
Yes.
On TV.
Yeah.
And because there's other people. And not only you, they also know that world.
Exactly. But the nice thing is, we had nice directors. Even if director lingam, no, I'm from this world. Change this line.
At least they're open-minded enough. Yeah.
We used to do that.
Any special memories related to Rhythm City? Because that's another long contract.
Yeah, I've had many of them. Rhythm City. I've had many of them. Like Lord, I got my first gray hair. I got to Rhythm City at the age of 28 and I left out Cabo 41, 42.
What, bruh?
Yeah.
Yeah. High school.
Yeah, that was Rhythm City for us. We were all young
when you started. You grew with these roles, eh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, those are, productions like that, I guess they still exist. We still have generations and all of that, which tells a lot about how some jobs still exist, even though not for others. Go na le ba krang dispaninyana. Mara over time, they fade out.
Yeah.
Have you had anything that you looked at from the perspective of you as someone who's been in the game long and said, that's pretty big for this industry? And let me tell you what reference do I have. Generations, the legacy, that moment. You remember that moment, that transition? Budi strike, it's as the actors. I call it strike, even though that's not the right description of what was happening. When you look at moments like that and the spirit of freedom and fighting for your rights as actors, what type of energy do you get? Because I feel actors should be fighting for a lot more. And again, you're not united.
Actors are not united, number one. And Hapo Utsawa were too much because there's this cancel culture. So Wabua Wakawate
Just
Saspana at all. So Kibona Butat.
And Lausa cancel as audience or cancel like industry.
Or cancel like industry.
Yes.
And little producers they are boo. I only don't touch. I grand.
And but what? Because we're granding. You're asking for. Can I have water in my change room?
Yeah, no, and it goes beyond bometsi. For instance, say you get a job, Hanano, with David Mashabela. Or reshoot this thing, umplela gore etlo ba go TV1. Right, shoot go TV1. So after 2 years, when I got this thing, always register somewhere go streaming platform. On the way, only one go streaming platform. Now, and it's happening a lot.
Here's a question though that others would raise and say it depends on the contract you signed. What do you say to that?
In the contract, you didn't say it. You did not state it in the beginning.
These are the possibilities. Yeah. And a key here.
Now I vaisa wisa good plug in city. And how I vaisa orengan.
Here's an interesting thing, because I was confronted by that when SABC inquired. And I had to call the individual people on the show. And I had to say, because of what they're offering, this is all I have. There are those who said, I didn't expect anything. I'll tell you why. Because I've done many interviews before and I've never been given anything. And even when I came to you, I didn't expect anything. Thank you for your honesty and your generosity. And there are those who said, it's too little. It was interesting how the worlds were so different. And
that's what Babat Loring is too little. Backlog.
I don't want to judge.
No, Marangata, it's that.
Yes, because their own life realities.
They want more.
So there's also a possibility that in a different time they would have said, no, it doesn't matter. Ooh, industrial
I'm so.
But then what makes you stay in it? And I'm asking you, but you as a general.
Remember, for
population.
For now, we're not here because it's a calling.
Yeah.
I feel for this industry, it's a calling. We didn't choose it. It chose us to be Moyon.
Yes.
And Baba choose it because Abatoli what they are looking for.
What are people looking for mostly?
Money. They're looking for money and fame.
Is there a misconception that there's a lot of money?
Yeah.
And what is the reality?
Reality is you will make your money. You will make enough to survive. I don't think you can be rich in the arts, but you can survive. Unless you get the nice contracts to corporates for years.
Yes.
Then you can make decent money and be able to save.
Yeah.
But are you able to save?
That's another story.
If you're not able to save, it will blow like nothing.
When we compare South African arts, whether it's music or art or television or even theater, why is it that our industry is not able to make people rich in that sense? And if you compare it to other worlds that also look rich.
Because it's not making enough money.
On its own.
It's not making enough money for sustainability.
Yeah.
it can make enough money for you to survive now. But in order for you to save for rainy days, it becomes difficult.
So you're saying that the industry, you're not self.
Yeah.
Haina you could buy.
Yeah. No, there's two ways about it.
Okay.
You go buy.
Okay.
But it's what comes to you.
That's the question.
But I remember Chelete from channel go broadcaster. Go Dave.
Yeah, go producer. Yeah.
David but before give Mpho, I already have full.
That's it.
We have to Chelete Mpho, and then ga fitla go Mpho tshwantse lo share le agent, Mpho tshwantse lo share le taxman, and then Mpho walk away ka bokae.
Then we can agree that money is there, but
if people were fair, if people were fair, now what tell what they're worth.
Sure. Does that affect the quality of the final product?
It does.
Money.
Big time.
Yeah.
It does. Because if you can't find Mpho, then you go to
Mpho ka 10 rand.
Yeah, if you can't find Mpho ka 10 rand, and then David that I'll do it ka 5 rand. Then whatever David, go fitla go David, go ntse negotiate le David, e bo kopana le Desmond there, 350. Ai, tswara Desmond. You go to Desmond. Yeah, and go Desmond that's next.
So then quality is gone, most.
It's gone. That's I think that's what's affecting the industry.
Do you know Lady Tender is Panajwal?
Yeah,
just so you
everywhere.
know. Because what are we looking for the cheapest price of this bottle of water?
Yeah.
And this bottle of water is 10 rands at the shops.
Yeah.
Some guy who's going to quote 750. You ask, well, where did you get it?
Where did you get this water from?
Because this one is charged 11 rands with 1 rand's profit. Yours is 750. That means you're willing to make a loss.
Yeah.
We start questioning the content.
Yeah.
What water is in there?
Joseph
Dude, that's why I'm saying that's what it is. And now the quality completely gone.
Gone.
And we are looking for the lowest price.
All the time.
I'll always fear, but anyway, you guys will do it. You love it. I asked, why do you guys stick around? You said the calling you can't help.
It's a calling, yeah. And make no mistake, every time or shooter, every time or performer, and audience you clapela matsogo and you're bowing, there's no moment everything you.
Yes.
For now, or thanks God, I made it. This is what I'm about. I've just done my job.
That stands out, man, you know?
Yeah.
Because it also answers...
All you need is that applause from them. A standing ovation. That's all that you want.
Because that's why it says it also answers a different question. If money wasn't a factor, you would do it anyway.
Still. And this is where Magrotman come in. Gore Magrotman le kana le bo mathaya ma rona. Chelete was never even an issue for one. And never yet because of the love of the
Yes.
Yeah. And hopefully bona na ba pusha le ke apartheid. We want to tell the story.
Yes.
Yeah. Ra batla go free South Africa from what is
they had a different motivation.
Exactly. And nabasa holy.
No. Their monies were
Yeah. But ba khale nyogo abaitsebe.
Next.
Yeah.
Unless they're clever guys. And how many are those? And how long did they last for?
Yeah.
No, that is such a true story. I want to talk about how Rhythm City changed you and changed South African culture. Did you see anything in terms of the influence of a show like that on all of us?
Yeah. I mean, even now, Rhythm City in any 5 years, if it you get on social media, if on any like a hit song, this song would be pumping go kilowatt.
So that still exists.
It still exists.
Never.
And with Rhythm City, we knew every time there was a track at Dropang, in order for you to make it, so
it played a role in more than just a TV show.
Yeah, it did.
Wow.
It was appealing to the youth.
Yeah.
I'm more of a, I told you, I'm more of a jazz, Belafonte, kind of like music, but there was a whole lot of artists bana batla go rhythm city ke sa ba tsebe ba mpotsa re o le ke mang wetsa so ke impi na hai ba o binele ke oh ngile ka
Yes.
yeah so ba bangata used to meet them da go rhythm city ke sa ba itse.
That's amazing how a TV show could do that.
Yeah.
Hey, times have changed.
Yeah. Ke gopola ke bona this guy na ba itsa Vuliket, John Vuliket.
Hey,
Ba tlile ba performa go Rhythm City and ha ba performa ku kilowatt ba kentse le fence. Ba kentse fence on stage. It was part of their set. Vuliket, they will want to jump on the gate. They will oh, okay, so this is the song. And the song is big.
It was massive.
It was massive.
It was massive.
I didn't even know guy or Nakanago, you know?
And that's the role Rhythm City played.
Yep.
The power of television has changed, eh?
Yeah.
Because now you can have a hit on social media.
Yeah, you can.
And it becomes a hit and it lives there.
100%.
And then other mediums like TV and radio pick up on it
Afterwards.
And there was a time when the roles were completely reversed.
TV,
Yeah.
And Rhythm City used to do a whole lot of that on Thursday evenings. So you knew Robert Lobona, the in-thing music, tune into Rhythm City on a Thursday evening.
Do you think TV can still do that?
It can if advertisers come back
Yeah.
to TV.
Yeah.
I think the reason why TV is dying now is because the advertisers are pulling out. And they are now negotiating leading influencers and what
That's
one-to-one. So advertising has gone more to social media as opposed to television.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you've got $1 million to spend, outside spend go TV or the viewers or how many people are watching. But because I know David Mashabela on any 2 million people.
Yeah, I'm going there.
But
Here's something interesting though. As someone who plays in both worlds, I play in all these small worlds. One here, podcast. 2, radio, which is mainstream. 3, I buy advertising space myself. I'm an advertiser. And so I'm aware of these interesting shifts.
Yeah.
And one thing I'll always say to people like myself in that advertising spend, I would say this little change in terms of mainstream consumers bar television and radio. Very little change. What has changed is my small world as an urban South African who lives in Johannesburg, who has social media all the time on my phone, who has Wi-Fi all the time. Whether I get sent, I'm with this shop or that shop, I'm always connected, or I'm using my own. That has changed. But how many are we? We are small. The majority of South Africans, their lives have not changed at all. Yeah. And that's the part. Because my life has changed, I think everyone's life has changed. And then I move advertising money from there, because I get solid. Maria, I've left millions of people that are still in that world, and I think they are not there anymore.
Yeah,
I was fascinated when SABC2 asked for the show, and I said, yeah, cool, whatever. It's neither here nor there. Until I sat down and really tried to analyze it, and I realized that it's going to speak to a completely new audience. And that's exactly what I'm getting now.
Audiences and data.
They've never seen it.
Yeah, Navasadi Regidi data.
Dude, yeah. And there are many. And I get fascinated all the time when people say, I just saw your new TV show.
Got interview 6 years ago.
My blah.
Yeah.
You understand what this change is not real.
That's what I was saying. TV and yeah, I've been on pay channel, Matsatia. That's what
and I think, Dama, that's it. Yeah, that's exactly what happened to their world.
Yeah.
That shift is so big. Mares advertisers right by is already.
And ucheke mo like informal settlement.
Yeah.
Banani the dish, everyone, every single mkukuno ni dish. Marasur ki DSTV.
No,
it's other tola free channels.
That's it.
Yeah. tola free channels.
Imagine that reality.
Yeah.
And if we keep missing it, because you were saying if advertisers could play a role, I would say if advertisers could remember what's going on.
Yeah.
Because my 100,000 on YouTube there's a 5 million on SABC1.
On SABC, yeah.
And they have not moved an inch.
Yeah.
Yo, what role can, I hate asking this, government play in this entire space that you play in? Because they should play an important role.
They should be playing an important role, but Kape, I always say government is not God.
Okay, good point.
Yeah. So in everything that goes wrong, we keep on saying, Mara, government did this, government did that.
That's why I said I hate asking that question.
Yeah, so
Yes.
what is it now we are doing? Now that's why I always say corporate. Corporate needs to play a role.
Okay.
So even
Because we spend money with
we
them.
spend money go on,
Yes, yeah.
and they need to return it somehow.
Yeah.
But they need to invest more on gape. You know,
Yeah.
government, yes, go na dilo tse leng gore ba ka di etsa, but they are very limited. You know,
I'll tell you one thing that stands out for me in terms of government is policy. You spoke a lot about IP and all of that. It's their role to really put their foot down and say this has to change.
it has to. Yeah.
If they don't, when you create it as policy, as law, then when you're robbed, you can say, yeah,
Vampiriki.
you robbed me. And you can take this matter to court.
Yeah.
And until that happens, that's a government role.
Yeah.
That's a policy role.
Yeah.
That's a government department that'll help actors instead of le strike.
Yeah. But it's a role it does not need them or but it's a chale to go in a direct.
No. They have to influence influence the entire industry for the better good
Yeah.
of everyone.
Yeah.
Do you feel, and I'm going to stay with government, they play an active role in the arts?
The arts. They do to a certain extent.
Yeah.
And I understand kanakung.
Okay.
Any government agencies, especially in the arts.
Mm-hmm.
You want to do a job or you want to create a show and that show costs 30 rand to do. And that government agency can only give you 15 rand.
Yes.
So where are you supposed to raise the rest of the money from? I understand. That's why they do to a certain extent. Bao 2 rand.
Bao push.
Bao pu marano. Are possible even if it was 15 rand from them, does the 15 rand help me to open all these other doors?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I think that's where we should go, especially with corporate. When you come to corporate, or okay, fine, this is what I'm doing, and I've got support from government. I can show you the letter key.
Yeah.
Are you able to release some funds?
Exactly. And you're saying those challenges persist. Have you found yourself, as you said, you got a lot of rejections. Have you found yourself in a situation where it's like, yo, this thing is not taking off? And we're
all the time. All the time.
Knocking nothing.
Yeah.
Knocking nothing.
But we drop a project. And you start doubting, does the project, maybe project and not all as a project.
Yeah. Is there one that you believe in so much that it's like, but
There's a project that we did Lil Timer a few years ago. Lil Timer wrote a play about albinism.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And we were taking around the country and good
schools, yeah.
And I feel it's a kind of project that you can't pack it. It's affecting us every day of our lives.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And we took it to certain schools. A lot of schools say, and it's a kind of, if we were living in an ideal world, Nation's project every year.
True. Yeah.
Every year in, year out, it goes to the schools.
Yeah.
And even create the second cast possible.
Yeah, where multiple shows that are happening. There's a KZN version. There's
It's a kind of show, Lord Sense, it's a my. But it's a struggle to even get one cast on the road.
And
it's a struggle.
What challenge have you found? Because you have done it.
We've done it before, but because of the subject they are on, some people are not comfortable to be talking about people with albinism.
Why not?
because I can go on a little myth. They disappear, they do this and that. And they're creating all these sort of funny stories because they don't know much about them.
That's it, yeah. So,
and they are just normal people like you and I. It's just that problem.
Pigmentation.
More melanin than
exactly.
And the problem with the eyes. But the more we know about them, we're gonna treat them differently.
Do you realize it connects with the bullying that you made reference to earlier, where you bring it to kids because they are the ones who are likely to judge because they don't know, as it would be understood. So you bring it to their level, they grow up understanding a lot better.
Social ills, Kidulozak.
No, I've noticed. Why is that?
As I say, element teaching.
That's the.
I think that's the element.
Yeah, that's mommy's side.
Yeah.
What other issue have you dealt with? Have you had to tackle? Have you wrote for, or at least tried to entertain with your attitude of let's try to solve the world in one page at a time?
There's too many. There's too many saying. We've done safety, good mining. We've done AIDS. We've done too many things. Trying to solve the issues.
Yeah.
Workers' disputes. If there's new product being launched, we are there as actors. Keronare launchang.
Yeah.
I've done too many of these things.
Is that albinism the one, I want the black that you are?
Mama, I want the black that you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the albinism show that we did.
How did you tell that story?
So, there's this character, Matlakala. We're using 3 actors with albinism on stage.
Ooh.
So, but they're all playing one.
Okay.
Baki the egos. There's the good side and the bad side.
Oh.
Yeah. So we were playing with that. We were playing with that. She can get evil when she wants. But why is she being evil? It's because of the abuse that she's getting from home, from Kuntatwachar.
Got you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was it well received?
It was well received.
Yeah.
And it was launched the Deputy Minister of Social Development back then, Me Henrietta Bogopane, the late Minister of Arts and Culture, Natim Teto.
Yeah.
Who launched it, and they gave us the funding to take it to the schools.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we did it for 2 years, 2018 and 2019, and that was it. Then COVID happened the following year.
The world changed forever.
Yeah.
How were you affected by it?
Phew. COVID, I remember the first day, lockdown. Was it 27th of March?
21st of March.
Was it 21st?
Yeah. Or 21st? I think so. Or maybe I'm confused.
Not 27th.
Or maybe I'm confused with 21 days. Because remember, it was meant to be 21 days. Yes.
But it was the 27th.
Okay.
On that day, the first day, I was supposed to be in a flight to Greece.
No way. To go work.
Yeah, a little time. We were traveling to Greece. So we had to cancel the trip to Greece. We were supposed to be in the flight.
Sure. And that was it. That project, did that project carry on?
2022 time I had to go without me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've got a relationship with the University of Thessaloniki in Greece. So yeah, the play Mama I Want the Black That You Are, they read it Kakwale, and some of the extracts from it were translated into Greek.
What?
So yeah, and there's a new piece that we'll be doing little time. It's in his book. He's got a book. I launched it now at the market now recently.
Yeah.
It's called My Words, My Sword. It was released the opening night of Marabi, just now.
Yeah.
So one of the plays selling Kamole in the book is Who Killed Mabel. So this Who Killed Mabel, we're gonna be doing it with the Greek director.
What?
Yeah.
That's amazing, eh?
Yeah.
Because something that you pen all high becomes international.
Yes.
How does that feel? She's like releasing a song and you hear people playing it in America or
it feels good.
In Greece.
It feels good, and I think it gives you get more attention because there's someone international working in it.
So we have that thing.
That's South Africa. No, that is South Africa. We do not believe for whatever that we do ourselves. It has to go via America. It has to go via Greece.
Tyler.
In order for mara but go Greece.
Let me tell you a Tyler story.
Yeah.
I'm not proud of it. 2020, I'm involved COVID. Mid-year, we're all home. I'm here in the studio every day. I was doing my radio show seated on that very chair.
Sure.
I had this little thing I could connect and be on air.
Did you have COVID? Can I go?
No, I didn't. Remember, we were all trying to, do all sorts of... No. No, sharp out, Jack. So I was doing my show there. So once in a while, I would go to SABC because I wanted to be out. I had a permit. I wrote a proposal to a client and I asked for funding to do a TV show. And that TV show would be live concerts with zero audience. Like people performing. And we managed to get that funding. We produced a total of 49 concerts from you name them, whether it's Lira, whether it's, what's his name? You name them, Joe, from AKA to Casper Your Vest. We featured them and it appeared on SABC 1. On my list, I had a young girl called Tyler. She had 2 songs and they were just on YouTube. She had shot these videos. They were my piano songs. And we're looking for my piano female because, it was a time when there was very little. My piano artists were small, there were fewer. And there was this young girl. I like these songs. I'm sure they'll make a difference. And there was someone in that meeting who said, we don't know her. And that was it. That was the end of it. And she never made it. And look at what she's done. And this client, not necessarily client, because it wasn't a client comment that, Telkom today would be saying, we were the first to break this girl.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there was someone in that room who said,
who was born famous? We all start somewhere.
Absolutely. You just need the first opportunity, isn't it? There was someone in that meeting who said, we don't know. Trust me, I'll always, every time I see Tyler, it's like, man, I was rooting for you before you became famous.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, in that room, there was someone who said, nah.
Now, I always say, Renene, wrong people running our affairs.
Yeah. But what makes them wrong in that context? Is it because they don't understand that world?
Mostly, it's political appointments, yeah.
You see?
They don't understand the world.
Yeah.
They don't understand the world.
And they wield a lot of power. And they make the final decisions.
Bro. Yo.
I still remember that meeting like it was yesterday, trust me. And every time I see water, make me fresh, like, man, that would have played on my stage.
Yes.
On SABC 1 before she became anything. Anyway, it's one of those, I guess, eh? And what type of conversations are you having now in 2026 with regards to the work that you're passionate about? What are you working on?
I've just closed the show now. Remember, if this interview we were supposed to do it while the show was on.
Oh yes, like a few weeks ago.
Yes.
So it's a recent closure.
Yeah, last week. Last week Sunday was our last performance.
Oh man. Yeah. And Sunday
Sunday at 3:00.
Yes.
Yeah. So we're doing Marabi at the market, and it was very successful. It was a good run.
Do you feel there's still a strong appreciation by our audiences? Yeah, stage work.
Yeah, I mean, what we saw now with Marabi, people keep saying theater, yeah, shoko guy. No, what we were seeing now,
maybe they're
the numbers that we were seeing, yo, bro, like, every night when you perform, like, every night when you bow, because
then the light.
Yeah,
yes.
And with the market, because in any balcony, there's people sitting good more. Wow.
There are those who bought the
on a Wednesday
that
evening
ticket over there.
On the Wednesday evening, we've got people up there.
Wow.
It did very well. And it was even extended. The season was extended by a week.
Because there was demand.
There was demand for the show.
And would you clearly, with that statement, encourage more shows to keep going?
Definitely. Hence, I'm saying this is a time for the actors to go back to stage. Because go staging agona AI o tlo eletsang.
Is the let me go to the economics of it. Is the money just as decent?
It could be better.
Okay.
It could be better go theater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, funding and everything that comes with it.
Yeah. Because now I'm trying to get the work to other theaters, and everyone it's money.
Yeah, we can't.
No, the space is here. We're willing, but you have to pay your own actors. You have to pay your accommodation. You have to pay your own transport.
Now you have to carry this thing.
But if the theater nearly willing to invest more on.
What misconception do we have as an audience or as ordinary lay people who live ordinary lives about the world of theater? And if the numbers are still good, why is it that we believe that it's dying, as you said?
I think we do not spend enough, even as producers, because the money is too little.
Okay.
We do not spend enough on marketing the shows.
So we don't see it.
Yeah. But even properly marketed, people do come to the theater.
So we don't see the billboards everywhere. And here...
And with Maravi was everywhere. I remember they started running the campaign Maravi from November. And the show only opened in February, the 1st of February. So they had that November, December, January.
Just to get people out there.
And it was all over. Bukhao train, there was billboards, it was all over, man. I remember seeing poster Marabi, first rehearsal. Pressure. Pressure cannot Not even a single day rehearsal. Already it's all on the poster.
None of you knew your position, your life.
Not even a single word from the script.
But that was 3 months earlier.
Yeah. We only started in December. We had our first reading of the script in December.
Yeah.
And 1 week rehearsal with the music. Then Ragwala for holidays. We came back at the 5th of January.
You had a month to run and get it right and get it right and get it right.
Yeah.
Do you feel, as you put it, maybe there's still not enough investment? Do you feel theatre in South Africa has evolved over the years?
It has.
In what way?
It has. The storytelling is not the same. With Marabi, it was one of those pieces that it was created 45 years ago.
It's a legacy.
You needed to do it the way it was told before.
Exactly.
And then the stories have changed. People are telling stories differently.
Mm-hmm.
The acting styles changed. Even the writing changed. It's no longer the same.
But one of my favorite buildings in the world, it's theaters. Love them. I've done enough work in theaters to appreciate how they're built and what they do. And those contraptions, those holes, the creation of a world that doesn't exist. I remember one of the shows I saw was Marikana, State Theatre. Yes. And I remember thinking, whoa, look at how almost real I'm able to be transported to that world.
And Aubrey's good with that.
To that mountain, you know what I mean?
Aubrey's good with that. He's just done a piece last year, Fatherland, where there was a helicopter and almost...
Oh, yeah. I interviewed them.
Yeah, yes. No, Aubrey's good with those things. They cost a lot of money.
Yeah.
Keep big budget to do that.
And what I like, I guess it's probably the same for you, is that there's still a belief. Because that's all your world needs. It's people to believe it.
Yeah.
And believe in it enough to say, let's give him a helicopter.
But when there's a budget, you're able to go that far.
Yeah.
When there's but only an independent theater producer, Mpho, and you want to save every two
So helicopter is only fair.
Yeah. David Mashabela helicopter.
Helicopter is only fair. What I like about it is, you carry on,
We have to.
I'll stop.
No, we have to. It's doing what you love.
Yeah. You've played a lot of strong men characters. Is there one that always flashes in your mind? Even when you're minding your business. Or, yeah, Daman admira so mo.
Dia for one, yes, Dia, he had his own way of doing things. But there's a character that I enjoyed doing. Kunikiwe, show her and Kunikiwe. Kulubus.
Remind us of Kulubus.
Kulubus was, he worked for the government, Nansadi tender.
Okay.
Yeah, and Elumutari brown envelope.
Yeah. That's the stories we are hearing every day now.
Yeah, he was that guy. And Elumutuli cherry. Yeah, so he would spend money on women. Yeah.
So does he still flashes in your
Every
mind?
time I get more hopeful. The other day, they had a rerun here on TV. Oh, wow, Konje. Yeah.
We're dealing with a strange time. And I don't think that time only started recently. I think we are living in a world where these things are coming out in the fore a lot more, of strong masculinity, of beating up women, of men that are not sure about their place in society anymore because women are more empowered and women are financially independent. So Snganga, the voice here is no longer as strong anymore in the house because maybe Ana Nyuku is unemployed. When you look at us now as men in South Africa, what crosses your mind about us?
We can get better.
Yeah.
We can get better, and violence is not the way to solve it. A lot of guys at the moment, but they're going through a depression, because so much is expected. And there's again fake.
Okay.
Sometimes we get pressure from bomme because me abone chomi ya gage in any ex le ena wa e batla, and o ntse o tseba gore wena your husband is not in that space or aka provide the ex, and we batla ko yena,
And we bone mo Instagram.
we bone ko Instagram, and le motho o e boneng ko yena a se ya gage na e kadimile na etsa content.
Bra. Yo.
Na etsa content, and that's what we are going through at the moment in South Africa. That's why we get majita baya by Borisa.
Hey, bra.
By Borisa bafethu. And I'm not saying it's a good thing. It's not. My wish is for it to stop. My wish is for it to see men stop basadi. We need to stop it.
Yeah.
We need to stop.
Hey.
Marike pressure it's a le
And I don't quite young, eh?
No.
The pressure too. If anything, they're likely to get worse.
Yeah.
Because it's not like anything is solving this. It's not like we are working on, if anything, all we're doing is just acknowledge it and talk about it, but that's about it.
Yeah, but happy we must learn to live within our means as well.
When you reflect on how your dad raised you, what role do you think fathers can play in raising their own kids so they don't end up with all these problems that we just described?
What I've just said, Hanano, live within your means. And that's the one thing in Lukhurna. Tamalaga has never been Mutolongwa flesh. Whether he's got money or he doesn't have money, you won't see it.
Yeah.
He's always like that.
Is there a conversation that all of us, whether men, women, collectively or men on their own, are avoiding? Like, it really. Because I say confront it will count, whatever it is.
It's all, I guess every family is one. They don't want to talk about them.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a way of life.
Pretend
I got sharp.
Pretend I got
sharp, but let's pretend I got sharp. I sharp one day.
Mare, you see that statement? I say it won't solve itself.
We need to do something about it.
You see the way you said it, it'll wash up one day. And Alonso that statement, because it's easy to internalize it, but do nothing.
No, but now wash up one day, give you in a context there, like with the rejections that we get, don't give up.
That's it. Yes, yes,
Keep
yes.
going.
Yes, but I like that.
Keep going.
You're saying, you don't, okasibe shapu, it won't fix itself. You see? Yes.
Keep on doing something
that's
about
it. Yes, it won't fix itself.
Yeah,
you have to get involved in it.
Yeah.
Because it's easy to hope that we'll wake up one day and all our problems will be gone.
And then ge popile ka o sa ne ba re e mara bo David ba like. Do you know where David is wale guy?
Yeah, but, you don't want to mention. Did you use me as an example? Lord.
Yeah.
I got a call, and the call was somebody passed away and we need help.
Ish.
And it's a common call in my world.
Ish.
It's as common as they get. And I remember I had a friend, quite senior in government, who used to tell me that as well. No. Once you look like you made it, and look like, brah, the responsibility you carry, you must just accept it.
Mm.
And also be bold enough to say, I can't. Because sometimes that fake thing, because there is an expectation,
Wa ikamoga.
when you can't, you really cannot, but you're saying, like, hey, Joe, if I don't help, who will? And that is a very complicated place because that fake reality can be heavy all on its own. You create this facade.
Hey, bro. Hey.
And now you have to live up to this thing that you've created. Yeah. What type of, and this goes back to where we started.
Mm-hmm.
What type of kids do you wish we were raising?
Baling tough. Babas are expecting things to happen for themselves. Like they somehow banaba know banini this thing, yeah. But the world owes them. And the world doesn't owe you anything.
Yeah.
You need to make things for yourself.
I wonder where they get that?
Yeah. And it comes kama 2000, yeah. Bagana bakwata, batla baba sharp. Batla baba sharp. Yeah, like the world doesn't owe you anything. Well, another biggest thing that you can do for yourself, go to school.
Empower yourself.
Empower yourself.
And they're born at a time when there's AI. They're born at such a crazy time.
Everything. When you were going to school, you know, come guess. And you went. Hey. I remember at school, well, I was terrible at soccer, but I used to play soccer.
Yeah, you know those because they were bored. They were bored.
That's why I never made it as a soccer player.
You started wrong. That's your problem. When you look at your life, you know life goes in seasons. Whatever season, beginning, middle, however way you describe it, it's peaking, it's or however way you want to describe it. What season do you describe your life right now?
I think I'm at that space I need to sustain.
Okay.
In terms of career-wise, I think I've achieved what any actor would love to achieve. Moody arting, whether it being stage, TV, film, I've done it all.
Mm-hmm.
I've had a taste yet on fella, and I'm at the space I just need to sustain, to keep going.
Yes.
Yeah.
And what does that look like? What does that mean? You have to be doing what?
To keep working.
Yeah.
Just keep working.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
you don't work for writing out hanga pona kenze soap.
oh, yeah.
Film, no.
Okay.
Just
so it's no longer that. It's
No.
Spanish.
Spanish.
Yeah, bale script.
Yes. And you want to be in a position in the future. We're not there as yet, but you want to be in a position in the future you're able to do what you want to do, not anything that comes your way.
Yes, you're able to say, yeah, there's two.
Yeah.
I'll take this one.
Yeah. You want to be in that space.
Is that even possible in South Africa?
Hey, at the moment, it doesn't look like,
Phew.
doesn't look like it's possible. I mean, I'm talking about people that I know, but they are more than 50 years in the game. But till today, they still say, hey, you know, it's,
Yeah.
at least this Spanish so it's
It's a tricky time, eh? It's a very tricky time.
especially after post-COVID. Hey,
What stands out?
unemployment.
It is in your world. Is
Yeah, unemployment. Every second actor that you know is unemployed.
doesn't have a gig,
Doesn't have work.
and we still think they're rich.
Yeah. And it's because you're seeing all the repeats. On
That
TV.
too. That too. That
You're seeing
too.
the repeat.
And that's it. Go fella da. Ba ektile 5 years ago.
Yeah.
It's tough, eh?
And even for that repeat, they're not even getting paid for it.
No, of course.
Especially if you are not principal performer in the show. Even only support don't get any. Only principal actors get. And they get a certain percentage of what they earned back
The
then.
fact is, do we call it royalty? Is that what it's referred to? Because that world doesn't 100% exist in your space.
Now in my entire career, I've had royalty once.
Munna.
In my entire career. And ke gafa ke bro wa ka. Kagiso Medupi.
Are
Yeah, after we've done Losing Lerato,
the movie, yes. And then it won.
Got a call from Kagiso. Mpho, ke ne ne sengane nyana for wena tshwara. Ke for eng? Royalty. In fact, I've never been paid royalty before. And now I'm paid too. The film's been doing well. Go guy, tshwara so.
But kaile nyuku ngani.
Wow, Kagiso.
Interesting. He spoke about that, you know?
Yeah.
He spoke about that very thing you just mentioned, that royalty doesn't exist, but he's paid royalty. And he's still getting punished for it because there are other people who are not happy with what the money they got.
Yeah, now I got royalty from him. Kagiso, I did let's
And you were not even expecting
I
it.
was not expecting it.
If he didn't give you wouldn't have been surprised.
No.
Because it's standard practice.
Yeah.
If you had to change anything, in whatever capacity, even Golmolo here, what would you change about your industry? If you, let's do a proper transformation, reason that please after this we implemented your
Number one, I restore dignity of the actors.
Okay.
Not just the actors, but the artists, even in music.
Explain.
Why Kishevile sleeves are
Messi
Pakela.
Yes.
Should anything happen to Osmesi Pakela, does Osmesi Pakela go to bar? Should anything happen to her?
Yes.
And she's been famous.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Mm.
She shouldn't be good space in Sejwal.
Yes. Unless Bara is an improved facility.
Exactly.
Okay.
Not just
in that
Bara,
context.
but just any government hospital.
Yeah.
Osmesi deserves to be in a private hospital. Should be treated like a queen. You know?
Yeah.
I'm looking at that. Kishevile Matama Aitre, Brayu, Brajonas, Bratefas.
Yes.
Rerenga one. Because bontate ba bona ba fit.
Aspan.
Ba berekile bontate ba. Ba berekile.
So that's the dignity you're referring
That's
to.
the dignity. Arabanengle financial freedom in the arts. That's all. Because when you've got financial freedom, on any the dignity, what you do with your money is your choice. But when are you able to say, kebatlo saver, kebatlo go, kebatlo medical aid, what you do with your money is up to you. But at least le option eo. Because people are living at the gigs in future. If you look for ladies or giga, are you aware of since COVID was a gig? Since COVID, that's a gig.
Yes, bro. That's yes.
Yes.
Phew.
O phela bjang?
And it's not always only those in front of the camera. You're also dealing with,
Behind the scenes.
and there are many.
Many of them.
I tell the story often. There was a shoot in this very studio for some TV show, gospel soapy. It was playing on I think on Showmax. I was told they asked for the facility, they paid for it, and I'll tell you, they came back again, and I said no. And the reason I said no, I was overwhelmed by the number of people. There were 3 actors, 60 crew. Dude, I'm talking about trucks, catering, and I couldn't believe it. And I remember thinking, we don't know, eh?
When we were at Rhythm City, we had over 100 people behind the scenes. So show kwala, you've got over 100 families still affected.
Yes.
So Scandal sa kwala kana no, Smokes and Mirrors sa kwala. What other shows?
I had even a lot of these Afrikaans shows that are closing. There's so many.
How many families are affected? Hence, Africa banally dignity for people that are working in the arts. That's all that I'm asking for. Financial freedom.
Would you encourage young people to get into the industry?
There's no way I can stop them. There's no way I can stop. As much as I would love to stop them, if it's your calling, it's your calling. And I cannot be in the way ya Jenny.
Do you understand your dad now?
Yeah, I understand him. I mean, Nagoka fella, he was just trying to protect me.
That's all.
Yeah. And for now, I look at it from a space I love.
Yeah.
Don't go there.
I'm there.
I'm there. And at the time, the time I was working a 9-to-5 job.
That's what they used to do.
My dad was, if you remember, World Furnitures.
My mom worked there her entire life.
My dad was a transport manager go World Furnitures.
Hene basic time I was involved in that value chain.
Yes, Tamalaga was there. And busigo ga go chaisiwa batho ba ya gae yeno ya theater.
Ospa. Yes. No, my mom worked at furniture business her entire life.
Oh.
That's why I know World, I know Bufields, I know Joshua Door.
Yes.
I know those spaces a lot more intimately than the average consumer because of exactly that.
Yeah.
Because our parents, we were partly part of their jobs, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We knew exactly what they were up to.
That Ramla was working ko Vets Library. Naberega ko Vets Library. Ka chaisa ki theater. So, bona struggle sa bona nesele real go feta sa rona.
And they found ways around it.
Yeah.
Because no, having that is unheard of.
I will about Jaja kana no. Au mono we lo bereka ko kai. Oh Jaja.
Oh, driver taxi.
Exactly. Mara watch on to judge mo for driver taxi. Kya man.
You know what I mean?
Oh, mfet. Kya man.
I carry in defense of our people. The expectation at TV Kenya. And then no driver taxi. And finally this perspective, how driver taxi, how na nyuku. By the way, I'm a former taxi driver. That's why I know this. So that's why there's that. So no, demon, and I get a perception diga.
Yeah.
And no demon. I get I can't separate between diga and reality. So diga.
And no matter what asimuto ena diga.
I guess maybe it's us also as the people bawiling in that context. Our ability to handle it is also a factor. Because I get how le diga or drive and taxi or on a taxi. You email tabai. Because that's also a possibility. Yeah.
People ask the questions out. I remember Nini Kukasi, I was walking Kukasi. And then Mutoko Panalumuta, oh, Koloi guy, were you born Koloi? No. I mean, actors, whether we are an actor, whether you're a musician or a soccer player or a umotho lo wena.
That's it, eh?
Umotho. If batho nka taxi.
Go fela da.
Fela da.
Sister wa pizzeria ko pa lena ka.
Mo theater.
Eh,
Mo theater.
na in front like you.
Yeah. But hasali in front. Yeah.
What's it? We know palesi go to advice. I know it's saying.
No, hasali mo front.
Who made the decision in the family? Gore
I guess the both of us refuge re ka se ntho e one really two o mong tshwantse a be secured. You know?
So was it a big change for her?
I wouldn't say it was much of a big change. Well, she had studied drama go Free State.
Okay.
And then she had to do like a 2-year course to qualify to be in the spaces as Panangoswana. What
Okay.
teacher no?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you did say teach.
Yeah, no, I'm surrounded by teachers.
Yes.
Yeah.
And is she enjoying this?
She's enjoying it, but she's teaching creative arts.
So yeah, it's still the same. It's still the same world,
but that's all in front.
and it's a little more secured.
Yeah.
Why her, not you? With that moment of one of us has to be secured. Could have been you.
I think Kamuntu, I would say, even if I was the busy one.
Okay.
It's always been. I think Banene a challenge when coming to the arts.
Tell me.
Aba as busy as Majida.
Really? I didn't notice.
No, I've realized that.
Yeah.
Hangata the jobs, and especially when you're doing the corporate, with industrial. Doing a mining show. Overall.
Okay.
It's not about hangata. You won't find boom.
So you. Of course. Yeah. Mare, whenever the stories are told. Kemajita. That's interesting.
It's only rare in a show.
Yeah. And you say she's enjoying the teaching, this change in career. Yeah. Was it a big transition for her? In for like, hey, Kitwela, something that she probably liked.
She's enjoying it. She's enjoying it. When I met her, she was doing Sarafina.
Wow. That's a big show.
And she played Sarafina.
And that's a big touring show.
Yes. She was in that. But Kana no Skolong. She does, especially now Youth Day, she directs Banaba Skolo by Sarapina.
Imagine that.
So she's still doing it.
Imagine that.
She's still happy in what she's doing.
Pretty much doing what she's always wanted to do. Yeah. And now she's just acting in it.
Yeah.
Are you enjoying the journey of marriage?
I'm enjoying it. Yeah. It's been 14 years, man.
That's veteran. Baroka survive 5 years, Usha. The first 5 years is complicated. Baroka Vashaboda, you'll be fine.
No, it's been 14 years.
It's a long time, eh?
Get sharp.
You can tell a story or two.
Yeah, no, but sharp. You know, I think marriage is what you make when I'm going on. Once lebadi chomi, ever grand, as opposed to trying to control one another and trying to change more. I think the most important thing is to respect one another and have communication.
Yes.
If you know or late, just make a call or get late. So expect or get No, it's just a matter of communicate.
Yeah. And I don't know why. It sounds simple. We see how we talk about it. It sounds really simple. But why is it that we get it wrong so much? Because I'll be late. That's it. Clearly there's something shorter.
You get carried away in whatever that you're doing. To make a call.
Are you honestly saying only
people do forget. People do forget. No, I don't do it. No, but I know I like
And I guess I'm also talking about our inability to communicate. And this goes both sides. How when somebody says, it's actually interesting when we talk about these type of things on radio. There's always one answer. Or they must communicate, these people.
Now we report, and I think it's a system. We report. Look how it's all saying when you're spanning. When you get to work, report. Just text the fellow. Then I know Rovaile sharp. So I don't need to be worried.
Yeah, I get sure. And I get phone. I have no guy.
Yeah.
And when I span is how she require or focus.
Yeah. So then if it was spanning, I would drop text or sharp.
All is well.
Yeah.
So I'll boran yet. 14 years I tell them, bro.
No.
Okay, I'm don't bora blame.
No.
The hotel is fair.
No.
I'll die yet.
No.
Do you have kids?
No, we don't.
Do you plan to?
Yeah, we're planning.
Yeah.
We're planning.
Eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get Atiag, it's always it's a pleasure, man, talking to you. I wanted to do this for a while. When it came onto my table, I said, absolutely. Okay, demand.
And I couldn't go dodge.
I've been doing this now for 6 years, give or take.
Yeah.
I'm dodging, but the best maybe it's a 4.
I know.
Abaya.
I get more to lead. You must have realized maybe Lord's a research or I cannot interview them.
No, you don't.
No,
you don't. And thanks to the happy days guys, to Mchild.
Yeah.
Exactly. Thanks to him.
But again, with this one, it was through the Market Theatre at Zamarat. So when I get to the interview, no, David,
and you watch it.
Yeah, no, I watch the show.
Which one stands out for you? Which one of the many I've done? Or the some that there's a few that you've seen?
A few. I've seen your old stock.
What's
your Kenneth Nkosi's, your Tepo Maseko, Hamilton.
Those were the early days.
Jerry Pele.
Jerry Pele.
Oh,
you've seen that.
Owens.
Of course, yes.
James Ngobo. I give him to half it.
I remember, interesting, when you say them, I remember the day of the shoot. I waited for him for 4 hours. And I was exhausted. I had DJ'd the night before. I came in very, very late. We were scheduled to shoot midday, about 12. And I get a call that he was working late as well. He's still sleeping, but he's coming. Then I got a call. He's on his way. I got a call. His car had a problem. They had to go back. And I remember when it hit 4 in the afternoon, I said, no, it's fine. It doesn't have to happen. Don't worry. No hard feelings. It's okay. I understand. And they said, no, he's 5 minutes away. And he rocked up, and it was one of my favorites.
Wow.
You understand how? So I remember all of that. And that day, James, it was on a Saturday as well. It was just, I was the only person. I was controlling my cameras.
Yeah.
So I remember the productions, I guess. Yes.
Yeah.
And how I'll say, it was a rainy day.
Yeah, it was a rainy day.
It was a horribly rainy day.
And you didn't have electricity.
My electricity was problematic. You see, I'll remember all of that. Yeah. And I was running late because the PS Day had problems. And I tried to use different routes. And they didn't save me even a second.
Yeah.
So I'll remember all of that. I guess for me, it's the backstory.
Nah.
Yeah. And capturing the stories, man.
Yeah.
Because his story is... You can't compare. I'm aware. No, I saw you actually have a picture on Facebook with him.
Yeah. Must have been from Dispanitsa Rona.
Yes. There was because I saw the comments. People say, "Oh, yeah." Someone says, "I didn't know it was your dad." Yeah. I guess even people don't connect.
They don't connect.
Because you're two worlds apart if you think about it in terms of age and obviously, yet you're in the same industry. Have you ever worked with him in the same scene on a TV show?
No.
Oh, it has to happen, bro.
We were both in the same production twice. He was at some point in Rhythm City.
That's enough.
Yeah, and Aspanale Batubaling close Lena, the Kuse family.
But never
Lena. And then I did Skim Sam, Aligo Skim Sam. We've
Never
never been in
learned.
the same scenes.
But
But we've been in the same show.
you must we squeeze in your neck. Write it in.
Yeah.
Father and son production.
Yeah, it will happen one day.
One day, I wish you well, Otiaka. I honestly hope for more work, consistency that you hope for. Go on all steering somewhere.
No, Ralebu.
We can't wait, Otiaka. Osinganga.
Hey, Tara.
There you go.
So,
Ke Mpho omong.
Ke Mpho Molepo.
Ntwana brother.
Yeah.
Umiza ma.
Pa.
Time.
Pa. Yeah, you miss everything. Pa, timer,
Yeah.
Arturo.
Arturo from
Arturo, that's his name.
he accepts it.
Yes, he calls himself Arturo Len.
How about you?
Yeah.
I had a builder I used to call James. His name is James.
Oh,
And
James.
everyone around him now started calling him James. Thank you, Tiakelebo Haman.
King David Studio Podcast.